Four's closing 3 minutes. Look, it's just not driving, is it? We're back. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. I don't know what's happened. It's really miffed me. I'll have to sort it out after the stream. Unfortunately, I mean, I don't really need the chat on there, really. But it doesn't make a difference. Right, come on, Four. What you doing? What you doing? So, it does look like we're closing bearish, which is nice. Got a nice big wick to fill, which is nice. The one I was closing bullish. So what does this mean? So if we can get a top wick on the 4, where's this 4 gonna go now? So if we can get a top wick tapping 2029, could take sells from there or a sell stop underneath. Thing is though, this 4, where's this 4 gone? Don't like this 4, why is that done that? Oh, I could tap 2031. I would prefer 2030. But whether it gets back up there, that's the thing. This 4's closing nicely. See if this 4 can pull back. Have a look at these lower time frames. 1 hour, 15. Are we going to pop up there? That's the question. Are we just going to come straight back down? So is the 4 going to drive down? Okay, so we've had a forward close now, right? Now we are bearish now. This is the thing. So, we've still got this wing back buy on because the 4 hasn't fully filled the range. It means the next, if you look at this 4 came down. It actually comes in taps. Maybe this wing back buy is not on, but maybe it's more from 2021 now. If we can get a top wick, tapping 2030, potential wing back sell, or let me just delete this trade idea. So if we can get a top wick to 2030, potential wing back sell from here. The thing is though, we still haven't tapped 2036. So do we not get the wing back sell on and get a sell stop underneath? Because if this 4 comes up, it could potentially come all the way up to 2037. We haven't even tapped 2025 yet. I want to see what these candles do here. So we've got no bottom wick. Because there is an area here as well. Oh, we're going to tap this. 2030, let's have a look. See if there's 15 can push up. Look at that, 115 minute candle. Why is that? News, okay. No problem. So can we come and tap 2030 on the 4? We should get a bottom wick. If we can push up with no bottom wick, we're probably looking at a wing back sell from 2030. I was thinking with stops. What would stops need to be? You'd just have to go off the 15, wouldn't you? And stops could be a bit close at that point. Stops could be like that. Okay. Let's see if this 15 can reach up. Be ideal if it can reach up with no bottom wick. Be fantastic. Ideally don't want to bottom wick. I was thinking this 4 is likely going to have to come back down to fill the range. Pips, 3 hours closed bearish now. 3 hours broke the low. 2 hour. Still haven't tapped 2025. 1 hour. Don't like how the 1 hour's closed bullish. What is that? Just a pullback? Is the 30 gonna have to come back down? Okay. 5. Do we need to pull back? Can't really do anything here. It's sucking us in though. It's really trying to suck us in. We know that the hour's probably going to give us a bottom wick. How steep of a bottom wick we're going to get? Well, we know we likely tap 2026. We know we haven't got a bottom wick on this 4, so we are likely to come back down, but it's just whether we push back up. You know what I'm like with my entries? I'd like to get a nice entry. I do think we're probably going to have to push back up. But are we pushing up to this? Here? Or are we going to come back to this? We do tend to push back. What are we on here? 1 hour. It's tricky because previous date there's not much what's shown us what we're seeing now. It's sort of fairly new. Even if we want to drive up though, if the hour pushes up, we should still come back down, and we'll go risk free at 10 pips. But that's if the hour's going to pull back. It could just drive straight through. I don't know whether this wing back buy is going to be on now. It might be more of the 2021 area. I mean, if we get something like this here, guys, that's going to be minging. If you're back on YouTube, apologies for that. That's me messing about with bloody daft tech. And I've got my IC tech. So, this is what we don't want. So see where the hours just trickle. Oh, what time are we on? 5 past. I mean, I'll be on till 11 anyway. But it's just whether this hour can pop up now. Pop up to 20 to 30. Come on, baby. can't really do anything here, guys. You can't even take sells below here. You need sells below 2025 to know you come to the next range, because you could just reject from there as well. I would much prefer a wing back, because the 4's bearish now, but how about this 4 again? Because could we just sell off the 4? The 4's got to give us a top wick. What does it? This is the thing, it's like the 4 doesn't actually close respecting anything. What's this? You come back down to 2026, which we've already tapped, and then we come back up. So does the 4 have to come back down? I think it probably will. What time are we on here? I can't extend that. I need to pull back here. What if we get a 5 close? We're not driving up, we're not driving down at the minute on the 5s. We're still respecting this minor range. Do we need to come back down to tap? Because we broke out, we can't even just enter here. I suppose this would be the 4, wouldn't it? Does that daily need a steeper bottom wick? Is that what's going to happen? All the dailies tap 2037. No top wick on the 4. We're just not moving, are we? Threes actually broke the low, so the 3's broke out to the downside, so it should be pushing down to 2023. But when it breaks out, you get a pullback. You get a pullback to 2030. It's why price is showing us that you pull back to 2030, but it could just go from here. I mean, what's the difference? It's quite a lot, really. 20 pips. I can't take that, guys. If it goes, it goes. Not my trade to take, but I really need this pullback here. We've got a 15-minute close in 4 minutes, right? So we sort of need a break to the low, but not drive. So if we can break below this minus support on the 15, and then the new 15 pulls back, and then that's the one more flips, drives down. If we're going to drive down, but at the minute, I mean, the 4, if you think about it, I'm debating whether to get in like now on a market execution, because the 4 can drive down, but the majority of the time it does pull back to 2030. That's why I'm waiting. But yes, it could come and fill the range, which we've missed the move at that point. Probably missed our opportunity for the day, to be honest with you. But I'm pretty confident it should be coming back up to 2030. So I'm gonna have to wait. Oh, that's my best. Maybe not pretty confident, but that's my best setup. And I take my best setups. Anybody caught anything this morning? No. If you're watching on YouTube, guys, jump into our Discord. I'll notify you when I'm on. The basics course is now free, so get the free basics course. You can get access to trade IDs on there. There's loads of support on there. access to the Dean in the cave, if that's what you're interested in. There's all sorts on there in the Linktree link in the descriptions. You can also get our podcast, which is free. Again, get access to the podcast in there, which supposedly is an unreal episode on Friday. I don't know what it's about. I don't know. It's meant to be really good. I feel like I haven't had a trade for a while. But this is what you have to do, guys. We haven't had many trades this month. 6. That's all we've took this month. 15th was the last trade. What day was that? Thursday last week. Oh, get them 15-minute close in a minute. And 1:40. And we're not driving back down yet. But we might get something like this. We had a 15 bullish close and the new 15 just bombed through the floor. But we haven't had that wick yet to fill. So if we can just reach up, tap. I want to have a look what the hours do. We might even tap 2030, so be careful. Like if we enter 2030, you might even come up with tap 2031. So expect drawdown. Are we going to do this? Even if the 1 hour closes above, the new hour should pull back anyway, so we can get out on the new hour. So that would be our get out if the hour closes above. So if there's any news today. What day are we on Wednesday? Oh, FOMC. Okay, tonight. Okay. This is why we've used this wing back area. It's quite a strong area where you reject from. Oh, we're pushing. We're pushing. Let's get this set up. I'm just worried about what we have pips wise. Close with stop CLA, because if we do want to come up to this 20, are we just going to wake up? Where's take partial move to break even? This will be risk free. And our target will be 2021. Tell you what, I've never put so many signals on and then deleted them. It's a bit too much. Okay, so we are pushing 15 no top wick. See if this 15 can pop up. It's whether we're going to reject from here or we are going to tap this area. What's a 5 doing? Can we pop up on the 5s? No top wick on this 5 though, so is this going to close doji, maybe bearish? It's whether we're going to reject from here, guys, this is the thing, or whether we need to come up and tap 2029. That's the question. So stand by. It might be in here if we get a decent push up. So this would be going off the 4. The 4 is actually broke back to the lows, so therefore the 4 hasn't even tapped 2025. It hasn't got a bottom wick for us here, and it hasn't came down to 2023. Now, obviously, we do understand that in order to drive down, we sort of need to tap 2036. So yes, this could be the 4 coming up to 2036 to come back down, but because we're bearish, it shouldn't drive straight up. If anything, it might go like this, then up, and then start coming back down. Okay, at that point we should be okay to get out. Now our get out is the hour breaking above 2031. That's our get out, our risk management, if you like. So it's just whether we can pop up, because we might reject from here and then start coming back down. If we do this move here, it's going to be a bit more tricky. Potential to take wing back buys, but we're going to have to wait a lot longer. So we really don't want to move from here. We don't want to break the lows from here and start coming back down. We need, if we can just reach up, that'd be fantastic for us. I think we've got a new 15 in, what's a 30, isn't it? 30 and 10 minutes, still 10 minutes left of that. So this is good. So ideally, if this 30 can reach up, tap. So that won't be. Come on, are we going to get up there? I've been trying to zoom in a lot for you because I noticed on YouTube the quality's not the best. Let's watch on the 15 actually. This 15's got no top wick, so is this going to close doji or bearish? Or is it going to close bullish? I don't know. Whoop. New 5 has just opened up. No bottom wick. Can this 5 pop? So what happened here? So we had literally 1.5 did actually pop up from here. These ones, the 5 actually closed up there, so it's whether these 5s, if we can get a bearish 5 close and then get that pop up, might be off the 15 though, guys. So what I mean by that, if this 15 closes bearish and then we get a new 15, or even off the 30 now, because the 30 is going to be closing. So ideally, if this 30 can close doji, that means this 30 is closing respecting this range, which this 30 is already closed respecting. But if this 30 can close doji, fantastic. And then the new 30 pops up, breaks all the highs to come back down, because technically this one still hasn't broke these highs yet. So if we can get a 30 to come back up, I know the previous highs are here, okay, these are previous highs, but this is still a support area, so it's whether you're going to come back into that area or not. Let's see. But if this goes, might be tough. We're not moving, are we? 30's going to close. Let's see how this 30 closes here. Can we get one pop? One pop up on the new 30 and then a flip. That would be the hour pushing and then flipping to the downside. There's like the hour range here. That doesn't even fit that well, really. Come on, get up there. Where's the 4? So the 4's here at 2027. Let's mark this up. So if we get a 15 close back below 2027, we can probably sell down. Yeah, that's something we could do as well, maybe. That'll probably confirm the 4 were flipping at that point. The 5's closed bearish. Hasn't brought back in any ranges yet. We're close, guys. We're close. We've got no news today either. Not that I can see. Tonight, FOMC tonight. And I'm going to break them eyes again. Is this going to be a fake out on the 4? Because we don't know what the daily's doing. This is the thing. We don't know if this daily's close respecting or whether we're going to push, carry on pushing. Going to be aggressive with these stops. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. Come on, 1-5, pop up. Now this 15 actually broke above. So we could get a 15 break above and then the new 15 comes up. So it could still play out, but the 30, yeah, the 30 did as well. We ideally want this 30 to be the one that activates us. Or we need this 32, close respecting. 2028.93. Might mean we come back down at that point. So it might happen on the new 30, which is in 1 minute 40. But here's the thing, if the 30 closes respecting this, it might mean the next 30 bearish, and then the 30 after is the driving one back down. So that's what we could get. But that's why I've got this on here, so we potentially take sells below here. Off of 15 maybe. And the take partial would be around 2026, because that's what this 30 does. But that's only if we get a nice close. So a 30-minute close in 1 minute. Let's see what happens here. Ideally we want this 30 to push up with no bottom wick. A big aggressive push. We should get a bit of volume with this next 30, I would think. Because remember, this is just the top wick for the 4. Top wick for the 4, ready for the 4 to flip. Top wick, flip. That's what we're trying to catch. Come on, it's a new 30 now. So we want to push, no bottom wick. What does it do? Create a bottom wick straight away. Come on, get up there. Here we go. Is the 5 flipping to the upside? Can this 5 drive for us? Come on. Let's see if we do get a 5. Let's see if we get a 5 back to the down. So if we get a 5 close below here, what happens? If we get a 5 close below that, we should be coming back down to 2026, or at least 2026.91. This one didn't. What is this? Okay. $20.27. We'd have to go break even. Just gonna mark this up.
I'm gonna have to do a shoot, Pete.
Yeah, no worries, mate. I'm only on till 11 anyway.
Yeah, no worries, man. I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, mate. Catch you later. So when we get a 5 close below 2028.02, we come to at least 2027. So that would be our risk-free coming down to 2026. The range is not massive, but that might initiate the move for the 4. And then you see this mess. Maybe not. The 5 probably doesn't work then. It might have to be a 15 close below. Five, top wick, through. Five through. Five straight through, 5 straight through. 5. Potentially. Looks pretty clean really, 2028. Get a 5 close below 2028. 5 close. Back up. Yeah, back down to 2025. That could probably work. So if we do get a 5 close below 2028, we can look to just sell to come down to 2026 at least. And that might be the 4. Basically, that would mean we're rejected from this area. And then we're going to start coming back down. That would be the 4 flipping basically. Because on the 4, if you look, this would be the 4 flipping. The 5 would initiate the flip and then push back down. I'm really wanting this 4 to push a bit higher up though, activate us. But it's whether it's going to do that. I would think this 30 is likely going to do it. Winston! 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 Shut up. Come on, get up there. See, it's a good sign we're not driving up. We're not really driving up. It's shown us that we probably need to come back down for some liquidity. So if we can sort of trickle up, tap, and then we need some fuel, even if you want to drive back up. But what you'll get before this pump down is you'll get an aggressive push up, which I'm hoping can activate us, and then you'll get an aggressive move down, and then price will decide what it wants to do from there. So if we can just get a big, we've got a 5-minute close above now, so can this 5 pop up for us? Come on, pop. Come on, we're moving, we're moving. And this might be a case of we get in it and then I'll give it 15 minutes and I'll have to leave you with it because I've got a meeting at 11, which is in 25 minutes. Come on, big push. So this is what we want. We want a big pushing 5-minute candle. So what I mean by pushing, it means an abnormal size 5-minute candle. And you think, if you see a 5-minute candle like that, you're probably thinking, okay, it's going to start pulling back now. But be aware, we can push straight through to 2031. That's another area we can push through. So be aware, drawdown. Oh, stand by, guys. It's funny that as soon as Dan goes, we start shifting. Nearly there. We're nearly there. Okay guys, I am in for sells on this. I might push a bit further, mind. So we have sells on this, guys. So I am going to be a bit aggressive with the stops. But currently my stops are 20.39. It's about 100 pips. Obviously that's just my stops. You put your stops where you want to put them. Okay. So I'm in for sells on this, guys. Now if this 5 flips, I'll be going to risk free if this 5 flips. We know the 5 can actually close bullish up here, so if you look at this 5, it can close bullish and then the new 5 pops up and actually breaks the high, so that's what could happen also. Okay, so we could push a bit further. If you struggle watching on a lower time frame, yeah, just flick to the 4 hour. Flick to the 4 hour, and if you look what the 4 hour looks like, we're trying to see if this is the top wick for the 4 to flip to the downside. So you can just watch the whole trade off the 4 hour if you want to. Okay. Our risk management is if the 1 hour closes above 20.31. If it does, the 4 hour close above, bear in mind the 4 is still bearish. If the 1 hour closes above, you should then still get a pullback coming to test 2029. So that's where you would get out. So the hour close above is your sign, okay, I need to get out now. I need to look to get out. Then the pullback of the hour would then get you out at risk free. Okay, everyone should be in now anyway. Okay. If you did enter up here, you should be in a slight little profit. We've got a 5-minute close in 20 seconds. I am going to go risk free at 2028. You can take some partial if you want. It's not quite 10 pips though, but I am going risk free. I'll probably take some partial around 2028 level. Because I do believe you're likely going to pull back down to that. So 5's got no top wick. Does that mean it's going to flip to the upside after? See if this 5 can close back in. Likely going to break the highs again for it to come down. $15. 15's closing in 4 minutes. How is this 15 going to close? We know the 15 can actually close up here, and then the new 15 breaks the highs and then flips. But if this 15 can flip, then fantastic. But it might not. Okay guys, I'm going to go risk free on this. Take some partial if you want. So I have took some partial, and I'll let the rest rock. It's not quite 10 pips, mine. But this 5 could flip at any point, because I have to go. So I've took a tiny little part. It's not. I've just took 50% out for me, and then hopefully we won't get stopped, which I've just been stopped with spread. But hopefully we can drive down, because with the 15, if you look at the 15 closes bullish like this, and then the next 15 comes back up, taps, and then that's the 15 what flips. So if you're still in and you haven't moved to risk free, you're probably still safe, really. You're likely going to come back down to tap 2027, yeah, before even driving back up. So it's completely on your call, but unfortunately I've just been stopped out. So I did take a small partial, so it wasn't a huge profit, unfortunately. 8 pips we took. But it is another win. Profit is profit. But yeah, not the best really, because I've got to go. What would I want to see now? So the thing I would want to see now for another trade, which I probably will keep an eye on, is sells below here. Off of 5. If you get a 5-minute close below there, you could probably just market execute at least 2027. But you should be coming to fill the range at 2026 and further. Why do you think it would be further? Well, because of the 4 hour. The 4 hour is likely going to flip. If you look at the 4 hour now, the 4 hours tapped its area, right? Now this 4 should flip because this 4's broke back into the range. So this 4 should be coming down to at least 2025. Okay, so if you're still in it, fantastic. You should be pushing down to them levels, but unfortunately I've been stopped out at break even. I did take a bit of a partial. It's not a huge amount of profit, fortunately. Okay guys, any questions before I go? I'm gonna have to shoot off. No? Okay. Apologies for the OBS, the chat not working, and also us the stream breaking down halfway through. I'll try and sort it out for tomorrow, but I'll be back on tomorrow. Other than that, good luck if you're trading today. But that's me done for the morning. I'll catch you all later. See you tomorrow, guys.